The state of allowing is not a technique, nor a philosophy. It is a moment when a person stops internally fighting what is already happening. It does not mean agreeing with everything. It does not mean passivity, and it does not mean resignation. It means a deep inner release of resistance to reality as it is right now. And right here, everything begins to change. What happens in the mind when resistance fades, a thought no longer needs to defend itself, nor be suppressed. An emotion does not need to expand into conflict, and attention begins to move naturally. The mind stops being a battlefield and becomes a flow. Struggle creates tension, flow creates clarity. Silence and clarity. When resistance softens, silence appears, and from silence, clarity emerges. It is not something you create. It is not the result of thinking. It is the natural consequence of space without noise. Two ways of working with thought. The first, conscious redirection. You replace one thought with another. You change the direction. The second, allowing. You let the thought be without resistance, and it loses its strength on its own. One is active, the other is quiet. Emotion is no longer a command. It becomes a signal. When there is no resistance, emotion moves through without a story, without chaining, without escalation. Everyday life, work, movement, people, responsibility. Allowing does not mean that nothing is happening. It means that many things are happening, but you are not fighting them. Something very rare begins to appear, a dynamic calm. You move, you function, you decide, and at the same time, you remain inwardly at peace. The deepest level, allowing cannot truly be done. It can only be recognized, a moment where nothing needs to be fixed, nothing needs to be changed, and everything is allowed to be exactly as it is. And in that moment, things begin to change in the most natural way. The state of allowing is less resistance and more space, less conflict and more clarity. It is not an escape from the world. It is a way to be in the world without fighting the world and without fighting yourself.